My name is Miss Jackie, and I'm one of the post-secondary access advisors with the Game Plan College program. And I think we have some new participants. Just so that you know who we are one of the 4 programs at the Emily K Center. We're located in Durham, right in downtown. All of our services are free and they can be accessed by any Durham public school, high school student. You don't have to apply to our program. You don't have to do anything. Just as often as you need to use us, you can make an appointment and we can help you at any point in your high school career. So as early as 9th grade up until 12th grade, submitting those college applications. Most of our work has been done this year due to COVID through individual advice and appointments, but we also have set up workshops like this one and like with schools where we talk about college or any other high school college topic. Here you can see some of our services. So helping you with course selection, figuring out what you want to study, your major, your career, working on those college applications, creating your college list, and more of those detailed forms and applications that you have to do your 12th grade year. Additionally, if you're applying to like summer programs or some enrichment opportunity during the school year and you would like help either finding those or applying to those, we can also help you with that. This is just our team. And now to start talking about scholarships. So here, there are plenty and different types of scholarships that you can find. It's not just for one, like it's not just based on academics. You can find scholarships for various reasons. If you are involved in school and sports, maybe you're very talented, so you dance, you do art, other activities that you may do at school, such as student government or any other club that you have, FBLA, you can find a scholarship for any of that. Like you just have to go on Google and be specific with your search. And we'll talk more about how to conduct a successful search. But we did want to let you know that there are various types of scholarships. So you can see here on the screen, you can find private scholarships. And these are typically given by foundations or businesses. Schools also give you scholarships, local scholarships. So there are like scholarships that are only for Durham students, for the Triangle, for Hillside High School students. So you can find those at the local level. And then also based on your financial need and your family income, you can also be eligible for more scholarships. And of course, you can find scholarships based on your merits and your academic performance. So to talk about the application timeline, you have to be mindful that there are different deadlines and every scholarship application will be different. They will require different stuff. It's not the same. Typically, you will have an essay. They will ask for some personal demographic information. But at the end of the day, they all have different requirements. Like they could have an interview, they could have short answers. It just varies on the scholarship. And these deadlines, they usually go from October up until March, or even sometimes like late in the semester. And you can start, if you're a junior, or even earlier, you can start researching for scholarships that you can potentially apply your senior year and start compiling a spreadsheet with all these opportunities. For sure, you want to apply or continue this research the summer prior to your senior year. And again, because by then you will have a set GPA, you will have you will have your GPA that you will be applying to college with. You'll know what schools and what stuff you will be participating in senior year. So this will be helpful as you finalize your potential list of scholarships. For major national scholarships, this application deadlines are typically in the fall of your senior year, and that's when you will be submitting these applications, and you can continue to apply to scholarships, of course, during the winter as well as during the spring of senior year. Additionally, once you get to college, some other scholarships become available to you as a college student, and then you can continue to apply to them while you are in college. We do want you to know that to be ready to apply for as many scholarships as you can think of. Scholarships are very competitive, and you want to apply to as many so that you have more opportunities to get one. We tell students, if you apply to 10, maybe you'll receive one of those scholarships, because they're very competitive, and everyone wants free money. So the more, the better chances you will have at receiving a scholarship. They take time. So, applying to scholarships take time to apply. So take it as another task. Similar to when you will be applying to college. We know that it can be a tedious and lengthy process, so it's the same thing with scholarships. You have to do your research, you have to have a list, then you have to compile your materials, and then eventually you will get to submit your scholarship applications. Try to have maybe set a date on your calendar, like on this date, every Monday, first Monday of the month, I will do a research on maybe new opportunities or new scholarships that are available to me. And we do recommend that you have a portfolio of reusable materials. If you use Google Drive or even on your computer, just have a folder with scholarship application materials. Oftentimes the essay prompts can be very similar, so you can just tweak around the essays. Have a standard resume that you would like to submit with this scholarship applications if it is required. Short description of yourself, goals, and why do you want to receive a scholarship. This could be useful so that when it's time to apply to specific scholarship, you don't have to always start from scratch. You just have reusable materials to help you. Another thing that you can do as you are looking for scholarships, sometimes, depending on the scholarship, they announce past winners, and you can learn about what the students did and why were they awarded the scholarship, just to learn about past scholarship recipients. Additionally, you have to know yourself. You're going to be the one applying to these opportunities, so you have to be able to talk about yourself. And there are like activities or brainstorm activities you can do to learn more, or put it into a notebook, more about yourself, and we can help you with this if you are interested. As I mentioned previously, when you are researching for the scholarship opportunities, make sure that you use keywords. Don't be general with just looking for scholarships. If you know you want to study business when you get to college, you can find like scholarships for students interested in business or majoring in business. If you want to study medicine, you can tailor your search, like scholarships for students interested in like health. And if you have like even more of a specific field in the healthcare field, you can do that as well. Just be the more descriptive, the better. And that will help your search and your list of scholarships that you come up with at the end. Here we have some scholarship websites, and we can definitely send this to you. And they're also available on our newsletter that you can sign up at the end of this workshop if you don't already receive it. And then here are some more scholarship websites where they have databases of scholarships for you to search based on you and your criteria, your GPA, what you're interested in studying. And is tailored to you based on your credentials. We did want to bring up some national scholarships to your attention. If you are not a senior, you should be paying attention to the scholarships because you can become, you can be applying to this in the future. So one big, huge scholarship is the Questbridge National College Match. And here on the screen, you can see what the requirements are in terms of academics. And the deadline for this application is usually in September. As you can, and this is, they will cover all of your expenses. So this is like a full ride to a partner school that they have on their website. There are some financial requirements, as well as you have to be in the top 5 or top 10% of the class. So be aware, you know, if you're a 9th grader and this is something that you could be interested in applying to, know what they're looking for. This scholarship is for undocumented DACA recipients, DPS students. And students should have a high GPA, must be taking rigorous courses, and as well have leadership positions with extracurricular activities. Again, the deadline for this one will be sometime in September. And as we mentioned, like for any big, like full tuition or all cost cover, the deadlines are going to be earlier in the school year. So do remember that. Another scholarship for dreamers is the Dream Award Scholarship. And again, you can see what the requirements are. Well, these are just some of the requirements. We didn't put everything on this. You can go to their website to learn the full list of the requirements, but we just wanted to highlight the most important, what you really need to have for the scholarships. And again, the deadline is in October. The Jack King Cook Foundation, another big full ride scholarship. And here you can see that they had made some, they changed the requirements due to COVID. So we just have to keep an eye on what the requirements will look like for the upcoming school year. And lastly, we wanted to share a template, or you could have this on a spreadsheet, you can have this on a Word document, whatever you prefer, but just so that you are keeping track of your scholarships. Just like we hope you've been keeping track of your college applications, it is just as important to keep track of your scholarships. You will probably be applying to a lot of those. So do know when the deadline for that is so that you don't miss it. What scholarship you're applying for, the requirements, like we had them listed before, and what's the progress on your application? Have you started? Did you already submit? Is it in progress? And just so that you know when should you hear back from them, add a notification date to your spreadsheet or to your document, just so that you know you can keep an eye on your email to know when to hear back from this big scholarship sites. As we mentioned, we do have a lot of the scholarship opportunities and databases on our newsletter, and you can receive, if you don't already receive in your inbox, by submitting the form on the screen right now, bit.ly/GPC sign in. And in this newsletter, we also compile different community announcements, or any other workshop that we have coming up will go on there. And we just highlight any opportunity that comes to us that we think will be helpful for our students and families. If you have any questions, we'd be happy to take your questions at this time. If you'd like to stay in touch with us, we do have an Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook page where you can find us. And if you want to go back to any of our materials, we have a website. You can always go back to gamblingcollege.org. And this is all we have for today. We wanted to keep this general about how to conduct a scholarship search. some and highlight some of those major national scholarships in case you're not a senior. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat or unmute yourself, and we can answer them.